from, you know what I'm saying? But you already know Tommy T, very credible. I love him like a brother. He is my brother. And he's one of the most smartest entrepreneurs I've met in a long time. I've learned a lot from Tommy T, and he's also taught me a lot. You know what I mean? So that's another brother that's going to get down with our family moving forward. We have so many people. If I was to start mentioning all the people that's going to work with us, I'd be here till tomorrow. Like we got no interview. You know what I mean? But what about now, man? Hey, Boogie, man, you're a little too quiet over there.
What's going poppin', man? Listen, I want to spend a shout out to all the listeners in the ValenciaCollegeRadio.com. Listen, go right now, go to the App Store, download the Valencia College Radio app, and you're going to tune in live with us. You're going to join us live every other Thursday on the Open Mindset Podcast Radio with Quest for Life. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, so right now I'm having technical difficulties. Hey, I want you to rock that out for me, man. Get us back on live. But anyway, yeah, man, I want to give a shout out to everyone who rocks out with In Transition Radio.
Yes.
Of course, with the Young Entrepreneur Mindset Podcast, really huge. You know, he's doing great things and giving the community opportunities to actually, promote your business, advertise it. You know what I'm saying? If there's a lot of doors closed, well, guess what? We're going to start opening doors for you guys. All you have to do, number one, if you ever want to come on my show, whether it's a radio show, whether it's a podcast, give me a call, 407-435-4018. If you want to tune in as if you were listening to the radio on a regular basis, what you want to do is sign on to ValenciaCollegeRadio.com. Or you can download VC Radio, you know what I mean? And once you download the app, all you have to do is hit the play logo and you'll be tuning in with us, And let me say that in Spanish para los que quieran estar en sintonía con nosotros. Es muy fácil, mi gente. Vayan a ValenciaCollegeRadio.com. Así mismo, ValenciaCollegeRadio.com. Y cuando lleguen al plataforma, lo que tienen que darle a play. ¿Cómo se dice play en español?
Dale jugar.
Al jugar, pues al símbolo de jugar, usted le mete el dedito ahí, jugar y play.
Juega, ahí
salimos nosotros, ya tú sabes, van a estar en sintonía con nosotros, con el Morenito Orlando Quest for Life. Y, yo sé por qué.
Yeah.
Watch this. This is Gangster, live on radio and the podcast.
We live. This is our first show, maybe. Mira, aquí hay de todo. Aquí hay gente llegando al estudio también que están llegando. Así que Benji está entrando aquí.
Vaya.
Ahora que Benji va a ser parte. Mira, Benji va a ser parte de nuestro programa.
Seguro que sí.
He's going to be part of our show on the Open Mindset. Let's give him a hand. Come on, Benji, let's go. Benji in the house. Come on, Benji. Get in here.
Aquí tenemos al director de Illustrations for Q4O Comics.
That's right.
The CEO of Legends Reborn. Let's make some noise for Mr.
Yes.
Woo!
It's a for you guys.
Tú sabes que la reina de él no se queda atrás. Señores, ¿cómo estamos? Un abrazo. So this is, este es el estilo nuevo, live podcast.
This is live, bro. We live. There's nothing scripted. Nothing scripted. Get comfortable.
Después no me lo maltrate.
You know what I'm saying? Do that.
Exactly. So,
Benji, come over here.
Huh?
There's a chair over here. Oh no, there was a chair.
That's right. And is there an extra chair over there?
No, but you can use mine. You can use mine right there.
Exactly.
I've been up all day.
Yes.
All right, so you know what, guys? Let's keep rocking, man.
Let's keep
rocking. So now that Benjamin is here, I wanna like kind of do this over. You know what I mean?
Let's start.
This is the plus for all of our listeners. You know what? I got to get back to this because right now I had to do the intro of the show.
All right.
Well, once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is the official time, the official date that we are now changing the name of Latinos en Transición. Los jueves se dice, Benjamin. Los jueves, Thursday night. No, I mean, we're not going to end the show. Para mi latino, quiero que sepan que no vamos a terminar el show. No es el fin. We're just going to throw it in the vault for a little bit. We're going to put it on timeout. But what we're doing right now is called the Open Mindset radio show and podcast. What we're doing is bringing a lot of people that's in our circle. Like I was telling these guys before, I came up with a word called cabal. Cabal means a bunch of people with the same mindset with one movement. And that's what we're doing. We literally have people like from Full Sail College, shout out to Tommy T, my brother, to my man Benjamin, to my man Angel A Boogie, to right now, I want to make some noise for one of the newest comers to the family. Make some noise for JC in the building.
Yes.
You already know. We're here for you. You know, how do you feel? Is this like your first interview?
Honestly,
Yes.
I feel like today is the day that my life changes forever.
That's what's up.
Nice.
I love the sound of that.
Yeah.
And believe it or not, this is just the beginning. This is what I consider a Tic Tac inside of a whale's mouth.
There you
which means that you're gonna need more than a Tic Tac to fill that mouth up.
Mm-hmm.
So we have a lot more coming. We're gonna feed the whale because this is not where it starts. We have a bunch of other things, a bunch of other projects, you know, and we can't do it alone. I can put as much money as you want. I can make a bet that not one successful person that's in any media, in any platform, any
By
type of
themselves.
business or market, they never made it alone.
Never,
I don't
never.
care who it is. Jay-Z didn't make it alone.
Nobody.
Obama didn't make it alone. You need a team. But
Bezos.
you know, most importantly about that team, what I preach about, what my mentor here always preaches about, it's called loyalty.
That's it. That's the bottom line.
Absolutely.
Exactly. Hey, I want you to get closer to the mic. Does he have a mic? Yeah, let's give him a mic.
Maya, can you hear me?
There you go.
Outstanding.
Mr. Benjamin Molina. How you doing today?
Listen, I'm doing outstanding. I'm here myself, being once again in your company.
Well, this
which
is
you
our
know-
company, brother.
Well, our
This
company,
is our
our
company,
company, our
brother.
company.
You know,
And it's always the utmost professional pleasure to be in such company. I mean, we are talking about founding loyalty based on our talent,
that's right.
you know, and not, listen, I was myself and my representative here. We was at the Comic-Con,
Mhm.
right? And we met so many independent artists, you know, and I brought the business cards and all that, so we could go ahead and promote them
That's right.
and invite them into a radio or podcast and see what we could do with them. I mean, I'm talking about graphics,
Mhm.
I'm talking about writers, and these people don't have that little push
Mhm.
that
That's
everyone
right.
needs.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know, everyone needs that. And again, once again, it's a pleasure meeting the
Hey,
talented
that's right.
Jesse. It's
That's
a pleasure to meet you.
Such a pleasure.
No, it's a pleasure. And we got great ideas.
Oh, we have a lot.
But
of
we gotta
ideas.
wait. We have got to wait for later on.
That's
I
right.
like to say all good things take time.
That's right.
Well,
Very
yeah,
true.
yeah. You know what? That a great man once said that every journey that you take in life begins with the first step.
Mhm.
That's right.
You cannot progress, you cannot move forward if you don't dare to take that step forward.
That's right.
And that's what we're doing here. We are daring to take that step forward. We are aligning, you know, creating an alliance, you know, because you got Carlos. I mean, Carlos is like an encyclopedia, you know. Then you got me. I mean, I
That's
brought a
right.
couple. I brought a couple of items, so you know, so that the viewers could see exactly what I'm talking about. You let me know when you let me know.
That's right. No, we're
Cut it out.
We're gonna keep rocking. No, right
Okay,
now what I'm
vaya,
doing
vaya.
is putting a little. What I just did, Mr. Molina, I'm putting a little flavor while you talk. You know?
No,
We got to give them a little.
a little.
Yeah, but we're gonna talk over this beat, you know. So I don't want a podcast show to just be, you know, vamos a darle un ritmo.
No, hay que meterle el sazón y
Poquito de
sazón.
sazón.
No, hay que
You
hacerlo.
know, and you know what? You just brought up a very interesting point. Okay, I had no idea that you had that many books out on the market, and we've been working for a while.
I know.
But the last session that we had, you blew me away, my brother. I mean, what are the books at?
Oh, the books are in the black briefcase.
Okay,
My representative could take
Okay.
them out of here, please.
absolutely. Because we got to check these books out, and I want
You
everyone
put
to
them all
know.
over the place.
That's right.
And then also I brought 2 custom figures.
Perfect.
So like that, people seeing the program, the podcast,
That's right.
could see how many bullets we got in our gun.
Oh, beautiful.
You know, that we came loaded.
That's right.
We're not just
That's right.
talking just to hear ourselves talk.
That's right.
We got that talent to represent with him We're
Exactly.
self-sufficient.
Very,
Very
extremely.
self-sufficient with our talent.
That's right.
We got the drive, and we got the dare to not only open that door, but just kick it open.
That's
Kick it
right.
open.
Kick it open.
Musically, literature.
We're trying to teach people that the mindset of waiting for someone to take your career and put it somewhere where you want it to be, it's over. Those days are over. You need to have a mindset of independence.
Yeah.
You have to.
You need to have a mindset of, if I don't do this, no one's gonna do it for me.
Nobody's gonna do anything for you but you.
Exactly. No one's gonna knock on your door and say, hey, here you go. We got a record deal for you. No.
No,
No one's gonna do that.
No.
So what we're trying to do with this cabal, what we're trying to do here is literally wake people up. We want to wake people up to know that there are sources where, if number one, if you're loyal enough and you want it enough, you know what I'm saying? You can literally wake up. You could join a team, because you must have a team, and work towards your own goals, your own objectives. This is what they preach on the, my brother's show, the Young Entrepreneur, the Mindset podcast. This is what they talk about. He brings people from all walks of life, like New York City does. You ever went to New York, Manhattan, and just stood there and just looked at the people?
It is, but you know what?
No, it's like,
It's that
insane.
energy.
yeah, walks of life, like from everywhere. And it's a gumbo. You know what
No,
I'm
it
saying?
is.
Yeah.
Un sancocho.
Un sancocho, papi.
Well developed, well created,
That's right.
and it's like a symphony
That's right.
of chaos, but
Exactly.
control chaos.
Control chaos.
And that's what we got. We're not chaotic, but we control, and we are self-sufficient. We could roll, and when we say we got books, we got music,
That's right.
we got custom figures, we could draw, we could do graphics, we could do
Exactly.
everything. Is self-sufficient through our what? Our alliance,
That's right.
and it's very important. Loyalty, though. Loyalty is
Loyalty.
the most important
Absolutely.
thing that I could speak and keep saying.
That's right.
And speaking about the open mindset, I always tell my students, my violin students,
Yes.
if you believe it, you can achieve it. Because if you don't believe in yourself, and if you're comparing yourself to other people, I mean, you're just holding yourself back.
That's right.
You have to believe in yourself and have faith in yourself and trust yourself.
And I'm a firm believer of, I don't know how many of you guys have ever heard of a book called The Secret.
Yes.
The energy, how you put it out into the universe, I truly,
We always talk about that. You
I-
have to put it out into the universe
that's right.
and believe. Be spiritual, strong, that
Yeah.
that you could do it.
That's
you
right.
Could do it and you could do it.
That's right.
Look at you, Carlos.
Listen, I'm only
An
doing,
angel.
you know what I'm doing, my brother? Let me say this. I'm doing what a lot of people said I couldn't do.
Thank you.
You understand? And a lot of people gave me 100 reasons why I couldn't do it. And you know what? I looked at it as, I disagree. Because as long as you have a mind and you have, let's say, determination, all right? And one thing I learned from you, is write everything down. If you don't write everything down, it's not going to become a reality. The moment you grab a pen and you write down a goal, an objective, and shout out to Rodney Farley as well. He's my boss, and he's military, and that's why I see why you guys share, and you teach me little things like that. I remember as a young cat, I used to say, man, I can't afford this. I would love that bike, and believe it or not, you can laugh all you want. I used to rip the page out the magazine and put it on my wall.
I did the same thing.
Whatever I needed, I would put it on my wall. And guess what? One way or another, it's like it's gonna come back. It's not up to you no more, because you already. It's like what do you call the thing?
Universe.
What do you call a boomerang?
Boomerang.
You threw it. It's coming back, baby. It's gonna come back. So and it's always a weird reason. It just works out to the point where my mother hit the bingo one day, and she said, Carlito, quería una bicicleta, If it wasn't for bingo, I would have never had that bike. But the point is that she hit bingo. And that's the power, that it's going to create a way. to manifest itself and to come into reality. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a true believer. Go ahead, JC. Go ahead.
You know, when you were saying your story about when you said, "Oh, I can't get that bike,"
Yeah.
but when people actually write down the word "can't,"
Mhm.
what's in the word "can't"?
Can't.
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 So why do people say "I can't" when the T only changes? the
That's right.
word? You can do it.
That's right.
The only person that's saying you can't is you.
And I love that.
That's
I love that very much.
That's an excellent philosophy.
That's not for me. My partner Mel is actually here with us.
Okay,
My
yes.
beautiful.
Make some noise for Mel.
Yes.
What's up, Mel? What's
Hey.
going on? We got Mel in the building.
That's right, that's right, that's right.
And Mel, I'll
Bless
say
you, bless
that
you.
this is your house. Your house is our house. And you guys are welcome to rock out with us anytime you want. You know, we have a lot of things going down, man. A lot of things. Like right now, once again, let me touch bases really quick.
No, go ahead, go ahead.
This used to be Latinos en Transición Radio. And we're gonna pause that because right now we're doing a cabal. There goes the word again. We sound like a little bell every time.
You know, we should have.
Like Pete Herman, remember Pete Herman?
Oh, yo.
But what's it Pete Herman? Every time,
Yeah.
or was it Blues Clues?
One of those,
Every
one
time
of
the
those.
word came up, they're like, yay! Same word, you know. But anyway,
It's a weapon, yeah.
you know what I'm saying? But bringing it back to the same movement, you know, we finally, thank God, we have an incredible team that's coming together, you know, and we all have the same ways of thinking. We have one common
Mindset.
goal. We have one mindset.
There you go.
And believe it, what's scary is that these mindsets that are merging, that are coming together, it's not just like on one concept. It's not on one topic.
Mhm.
Okay, we're literally, like Mr. Molina says, self-sufficient. We're talking music, from music to clothing lines, to the radio,
Graphics,
to graphics, you know,
customizing figures.
and business. Even
Yeah.
you know, I was talking briefly with Tommy
Mhm.
T from Conscious Mind Records. Shout out to everybody at Conscious. They have a movement that when I told him that we had a movement, he said, "Yeah, don't say." You know, he was like, "Really?" Because I need to talk to you, Quest, you know? And I was like, well, you know what? Whatever you guys are doing, we want to hear about it.
Mhm.
And we need to sit down. So the forces are coming. We're uniting. We're merging. You know, it's like when you cook Spanish beans, habichuela,
Good,
you put garlic, right?
Yeah.
So frito, right?
Yeah, the
Sazon,
Trinity,
right?
the Trinity, the
Yeah,
Trinity.
and while you put it on sim, you know what happened in pot? What's happening in the pot when you put it on sim?
Yeah, they're getting
You know,
Trinity with each other.
Adobo's like, oh, oye, mira, adiós, mira, chole, adiós, mira, quién está aquí. You know, and
Typical Latino.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it's like a big Spanish party going on. Yo, pero mira, pero ese no es sofrito. Adiós, sofrito, no estaba muerto. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it is. And before you know it, man, it's like you can smell it outside.
No, it is, it is.
Yeah.
I mean, can you imagine how we started? Remember, Carlos?
Can I say that story?
Yeah, please, by all
Can I
means.
say that
The only
story?
thing I gotta say
No,
is
go ahead.
that
I want you to finish.
Oyeto, we are all enjoying the show.
That's right.
We slamming it, we cooking it, but
right.
there's someone here that's very, very quiet.
Yeah.
You know, and you don't
man.
hear from him.
What's going
And
on?
he's one of
Any-
our-
Get that mic over there.
Hey, get on that mic, bro.
Hold on,
Get
bro.
that mic.
Hold on,
Hey,
me get
yo,
the
hold
mic.
on. We got-
Ponte-
Hey,
ponte- ponte los
try to
audífonos.
be all quiet over there.
I know.
Bro, this is a podcast. This is not no live radio. I mean, we are live. That's the beauty of this podcast. It's a regular podcast, but as we make the podcast, we're live.
Of course.
We're live on radio right now. Hold on really quick. Let me say hello to my
Okay.
cousin Vihang. Hey, Joanne, thank you for tuning in. Everybody that's following us. But right now, you know, I'm still rocking out. We're in the middle of a podcast. And we got Jose on the spot right now. The cat got your tongue?
Yeah.
No, I'm good, bro. You hear me? Hear me? I'm good. Yeah, you can hear me? Yeah, bro. No, everything's good, bro. Listen, man, like you said, this is the opening. I know right now everybody's just like, what's going on over there? Like everyone's all over the place. Listen,
That's right.
first of all, we're excited, right? All of us are excited because listen, this is a platform, you know, thanks to the Valencia College, thanks to Quest, because that Quest.
Thanks to the one and only John Q, which is our program director.
Thank you.
If it wasn't,
Thank you, John Q.
yes, if it wasn't,
Yeah.
Peace for you.
that's right. If it wasn't for John Q, who actually believed in me,
There you go.
you know what I'm saying? There'll be no in transition.
That's
There'll
right.
be no Latinos en transición. There'll be no open mindset. So, you know, I gotta pay respect and
So you
that's
gotta shout it out.
and I love the dude. He's the coolest dude. You know, he's like, he has a brain that Ripley's wouldn't believe, bro. Let me tell you. You know, so shout out to John Q, man. Thank you for
Bye,
the love.
yeah, man.
Thanks for doing it for John Q. John Q. Yeah.
So listen, John Q.
Hey, wait. Not Don't Q.
No, no. John Q.
You know what happened? That's the Puerto Rican in me.
Yeah, right.
You know, automatically you say anything cute.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Don't Q.
Sí, sí.
Adiós.
Vaya, vaya.
Boricua transfer.
Él es más boricua que el Coqui.
Oye,
Que lo sepa. The only thing when he hangs out with Coquis, they don't go Cookie. They be like, Cookie.
¿Qué, qué? ¿Qué, qué?
They be like, ¿qué pasa? You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
those are my relatives,
Right.
brother. The four-legged, always my relatives. Yeah, but you know what? It's interesting. It's interesting because I met him last week.
Yeah, we're on a three-way,
Yeah,
call.
there you go,
Yeah.
there you go. On the radio, we were doing a three-way.
Yeah.
Let's clarify that. You know?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
no, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that it's incredible that we merged
That's
that
right.
quick, you know?
That's right.
And it's because we got the same drive.
Yeah.
You know, here we're not all, you know, we have the same energy,
Mhm.
positive energy. We drive each other, you know, and we do it in a positive manner, in a manner that what you need from me, I could supply for you.
Exactly.
You need a cover, you need any graphics, you'll bet. Do you think? Yes, I could, brother.
That's right.
Yeah.
The same with you, the same with Carlos. As a matter of fact, we're working. Remember, I'm not gonna go ahead and ruin it.
Yo, Quest. So right now, you have a special guest here, a lady here
Yes.
that has an instrument. We
Oh,
got, we
yeah.
gotta get into that. Right?
We're gonna get into that in a bit. It's
Okay.
just like I was talking about one thing earlier with you about salsa music.
Yeah.
And that gentleman right over there, you know, my mentor, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
Not only is he talented with how could I put it? Not only talented with illustrations and stuff like that, because you wouldn't even believe with your permission, can I share
please,
some of the
please.
background?
Yeah.
Not only is he military, not only did he fight for our freedom.
Thank you
All
for
right,
your.
and I wanna
Yes. Thank you.
but he was also an officer, you know, and he spent a lot of years in law enforcement, which I respect a lot, because he's one of the good ones.
And let me add something about law enforcement, which is in our times is very sensitive.
That's right.
You know, it takes for a law enforcement officer
Yes.
is 95% psychology, and 5% physical. You know, and today's police officers should take that into consideration that they don't work for themselves,
Exactly.
they work for the people.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And when you take that into your shield, then you carry your shield the proper way.
That's right.
You're there for the community. You're not there to grandize yourself. You're not there to be Rambo. You're there for the people,
That's right.
you know? And I'm sorry, but I had to say that straight out.
Hey, you know
Straight
what?
out.
It's true, and I want everybody to give him a round of applause for that, please.
Oh, that's cool.
You know what I'm saying?
It's-
Hey,
Oye, esto es de coquita.
seguro. Mira, un saludito para ti, JJ.
Jay in the house.
DJ.
Yo tíralo al medio.
Seguro.
Oye, y una cosita, mira, que tengo que hablar, que está bien calladita allá
La
atrás.
señora.
La
Tengo un
la
saludito.
representante mía.
Saludito. I gotta get this on camera.
Hey, buenas noches, ¿cómo están todos? Espero que estén todos bien y disfrutando de esta emisora tan rica que está.
Wepa.
Oye, not only that, she made Teacher of the Year.
Oh, congratulations.
That is awesome, man.
That's awesome.
Well, what I was trying to tell you before, Mr. Molina, out of everything I just said about him, when it comes to salsa, only this word, I know you know about salsa, you know what the word means. Es un sonero.
Mm.
Do you know what sonero means?
No.
Let me teach you. You're gonna learn something new today. You know what
I know a
sonero.
little bit, but yeah.
A sonero is a person that has salsa so much in their blood and their DNA and the foundation of who they are that you know how hip hop, when I grab the mic, And I could just be like, hey, I'm chilling with Mr. Molina. This is how I do it. Dame farina. Hold up, where's my wife? Oh, she's in a cocina. But hold up, I want to go outside and party in my limousina. This is how I do it. I can't get with you. What? Tú eres mi prima. No te primo. You know what I mean?
And I'm cooking in la
You
cocina.
know what I'm saying? When you can freestyle like that, but he does the same thing, but only in salsa. Can you imagine that? Like, my man can hear a beat and just, hola, you know, and just kill it.
Tírame una
Salsa
palabra.
music.
Tírame una palabra ahí, lo que sea. Then I do some soneo, so you get an
Te
idea.
apago la vista.
Aquí estamos, te apago la pista.
Ajá.
Tú sabes lo que yo quiero, no me apagues tú la luz, apágame la pista y vente pa' acá a gozar Marilu, la salsa sigue caliente, lo dice este caballero, que mira aquí en el radio show de este programa, todos estamos calientes.
Estamos calientes. Después viene el coro, you know, yo, para que lo sepa.
Ay,
Do
gracias.
me a favor, let's make some noise for Mr. Benjamin.
Oye, pero hablando de todo un poco,
Ajá, seguro,
Oye,
hermano.
ella está calladita ahí
Ah,
también.
esa no le puede ni pagar. She
Yeah.
can't even pay her. So,
Sí, in the background, in the background.
She's my man. She handles it
I
all.
like
Hey,
it.
yo, let's make some noise for my wife, Baby J, who's tuning in.
Vaya, oye.
Baby J.
Felicidades.
Happy birthday. Happy belated birthday. Yeah.
Oye, quick.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy
birthday, dear Baby J. Happy birthday to you.
Yo, ya me digo. Estas son las mañanitas que cantaba el rey David.
Yo.
Hoy por ser día de tus santos, te las cantamos a ti. Despierta, Baby J, despierta.
Baby J.
Oh my
Vaya,
God.
felicidades, felicidades.
Wow, that's awesome. That was awesome, man. Thank you so much. Let me
No,
tell
don't
you,
worry about it.
let me tell you, we
De
probably,
cura, papa.
she's probably in tears right now. Trust me.
No, de cura, de
So,
cura.
so yesterday I took her out to Red Lobster.
Oh, I know,
We
I
went to
know.
Red Lobster, man. And it was like it was my birthday, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
I
You
took
put it
her,
in there,
I
but
took her and I'm like this,
it was so important that he called me.
you know?
We had a meeting, remember?
Yes, sir. That's right.
And he called me up and said, yo, brother, I won't be able to make it. I said, no, don't worry about it. You know, I got you covered. What happened? Then he had the voice low, and then he raised the voice and, nah, Papa, it's my old lady's birthday, and I love her
Mommy,
too much.
I should not say old, I promise. I swear to God. He's just,
That's his
No,
version.
but look.
That's the way he
All
speaks.
meaning,
I know, I
all
know.
means don't no me don't offend when you see me next time.
No,
Don't slap me. No, but you know what? He really cares about you because he went ahead and told me exactly what he was doing. And I said, you know what? You got to do it, my man. You got to do it for your queen. There's only one queen,
That's
and
right.
she's in your life, and you have got to do it.
Mr. Molina, let me say this. You promised me what last week? You promised me that by this week, I would be able to, that in 2 days, I'd be able to get my own books that are, really quick plug. Oh, you can get my books right now on Amazon. Don't forget, they're available right. Quick plug. No, you promised me
Yes,
that
I did.
you were going to help me
Yes, I
so I can make my books physical form
yes,
where people will be, available to go on Amazon or
like
many other book forms.
like this
Like,
here.
like
A little bit, plug a
Little
much,
plug, little plug.
You'll see my picture there.
That's right.
But in a serious tone, this is the best thing you could do because when you go to an appearance,
That's right.
you have got bullets in your gun,
That's right.
and you're not just talking about books because taking me for example, as an example,
Mhm.
when I started writing and I was in the police department, I know a lot of police officers were like, yeah, right, he's writing. Oh, yeah. And he's Puerto Rican, he's writing Westerns, yeah. But you know what happens once they saw my drive, and when I
That's right.
published my first, second, and third book,
Mhm.
everybody turned around and went, wow. And on that topic, I remember the first time I went to do autographs. It was in Barnes and Nobles. I don't know if I could say Barnes and Nobles, but
No, you can, it's a story. of
Okay,
course.
it's a story. Anyways, you can sue me, but I don't have no money. But anyway, you know, I went there on a Friday, brother. And if I would have been weak-minded, I would have never returned on a Saturday
Wow.
because they said, oh my God, they set a table for me,
Mhm.
set a table. They had my coffee, they had my muffin,
Everything.
everything set up. And brother, let me tell you, it was like a nuclear devastation. There was no one around me. People would go the other way.
Now, with your permission and.
No,
with
go
all
ahead, go ahead,
respect,
go ahead.
I gotta cut you off for a minute.
No, go ahead.
Do you know why I even brought that up?
Go ahead.
Because I canceled all of that to be with Baby J.
See, that's
So
beautiful.
do you see my point?
No, but
You know
that's
how
beautiful.
excited I was when you said, Quest, when you come to the house, we're working on your physical books.
That's right.
And listen, one of my favorite dishes is arroz con carne. Y papita frita. Listen, even if you say, yo, don't go to Benjamin's house, I'll give you arroz con carne with French fries, I was going to your house. I was going to go to your house.
No, you were dreaming, brother. You were dreaming.
But I said, you know what? You know, Benjamin and I, we know we're gonna work. We know we're moving forward. So I canceled, you know, and she deserves it. She deserved a great time, you know, that Baby J's had my back since day one, you know, and she's my ride and die. And she knows it, you know. So,
No, that's it.
Mamita, I love you. I'm not just trying to accumulate points. I mean that, you know what I'm saying? But that's what it is. And we're gonna keep rocking. And once in a while, she will pop up and rock out with us live on radio. You know what I mean?
That's the way to do it.
That's right. And which brings me to your wife, and everyone in this room. I don't know if everyone knows already, but we are taking Legends Reborn comics and Q4L comics to the world of Audibles.
Yes.
I don't know if you follow Audibles, but I could see kids on the way to school listening to our Audibles. Why not? You know what I'm saying? Why not? And I already have, you know, producers, professional production that's going to be all involved. So this is another one of the things that we're doing. You know what I mean? And I want everyone to know that. And right now we're going to get into these interviews. What time is it? It's going on 11?
11.
Yeah.
So we're going to get into some interviews now, you know, but I just want everyone listening to know that, yes, Cabal is here. You know, the movement, we are doing a lot of big things. And it's a strong organization that you're going to want to work with if you're serious about your project, your projects, your trade, whatever you want to do. This is the new movement. So, let me shoot out my numbers, 435-4018. So don't go nowhere because we about to rock out. And right now I want to start off with Mr. Benjamin Molina. Let's make some noise once again. Make some noise!
Yeah.
Oh,
El que no habla mucho.
that's good luck. All right, so, en verdad, el menos que habla.
El menos que habla, olvídate.
So we're going to start off with the books that you brought in, Mr. Molina. First of all, how many you have?
I got 15 books out in the market now.
No, like right now.
Right now, all 15 books.
Oh, you got all 15.
Because
Okay.
I brought two custom figures
Okay.
so people could see what we're talking about when we say we could do our characters,
Yeah.
customize our characters, you know, I mean, museum quality. Mamita, can you get the two figures or please?
Yes.
So anyway, thank you so much, Carlos. I really appreciate
This
you
is your house, my
time,
brother.
taking your time, bringing me over, and highlighting what we do.
That's
Because we
right.
do it for ourselves. So these are just prototypes. This gentleman right here is going to Mexico.
What? Look at that.
Oh my God.
Let me say this, ladies and gentlemen, that Mr. Molina is also, I don't know if I'm saying it correctly, a sculptor.
Oh, yes, sir, yes.
Sculptor, yes.
Oh,
He
yes.
is also a sculptor, so, you know, just check out the skills, check out the details, you know, and he does have a collection of sculptures.
Say hi, Antonio Pedro. This is going to Mexico, and this is a person that's he was the Brad Pitt of the 40s and 50s. Remember the character? Yes.
What was his name?
That's right.
Antonio Pedro when he came back.
Okay.
Antonio Pedro, but in reality, he was Pedro Infante.
Oh, Pedro Infante.
Pedro
Okay.
Infante,
Okay.
which he didn't
I
die
know him by
in
Pedro Infante.
1957.
Yeah.
His life was cut short because he got in some problems and some people that were very greedy and owe him a lot of money.
Mm.
So I just want to say, Omar Perez Salomon, this is going your way, and he's another huge
That's
individual. So this is Antonio Pedro,
You did a magnificent.
and then this is Andy Montañez from El Gran Combo.
Look at that.
Yeah. This is Andy
Can I get a
Montañez.
close up on it?
Oh, by all means, yes.
Wow.
Check out the skills, check out the details. I mean, this is handmade by Mr. Molina, hand sculpture. And that is who,
Andy Montañez, he used to sing. He used to sing with a gran combo. Remember? Las hojas blancas siguen cayendo.
That's a classic.
Mr. Molina, I
Yes,
don't want to cut you off.
No, go ahead, go ahead.
You showing your sculpture of Antonio,
Mhm.
I almost cried because when you said that your character,
Mhm.
his life was cut short,
Oh, yes.
my childhood friend
Mhm.
that I grew up with for years, I knew him from when I was 5 to when he grew up, and he decided to study criminal justice,
Mhm.
went to a college in Maine, and he played baseball, and basically I saw a post on Instagram in 2020 from my childhood friend Oscar, and Oscar and Antonio are brothers.
Mhm.
And I found out that Antonio died.
Ah.
Went for a car collision.
Oh, my
But-
God.
Yeah, I don't mean to ruin the.
No. We talk about
No, we
everything.
talk about everything.
I feel like my friend's here with me.
Mhm.
He always is with me.
Oh,
And
beautiful.
I know that this is a sign from God that this was meant to
You're in the right place.
Mhm.
because just for that, I was
Mhm.
just taken aback. Like I had no words when, I mean, you could have chosen any name in the
Mhm.
world, Mr.
That's
Molina.
right.
You chose Antonio, you know.
That's
and
right.
I just wanted to say, Antonio, I love you. You know, rest in peace, my brother. And I know you're always with me. And you know, shout out to the Mr. Martinez the
awesome.
Martinez family. You know,
Hey,
yeah.
everything happens for a reason.
No,
That's
it
right.
is. And,
I
bless it,
Uh,
bless him. and
That's
his
right.
family.
Bless them.
Yeah, and when I said that his life was cut short, he didn't die, but he was there was an airplane accident, and he was supposed to die in that plane accident, and some friend of him picked him up and told him, "Listen, they got you marked for death.
Mm.
You know, you need to come with us because that plane is gonna happen this, and this." You know, and his career. I mean, this guy was the Pedro Infante was the Brad Pitt, was bigger than Brad Pitt in the 40s, the 50s. This man was incredible. He could sing, he could act, he could do comedy, everything. But that's happened. He got in some, problems, and then some greedy people didn't want to pay him the money. That they were owed, that he was owed, and that's what happened. And he had to escape, and until 1983, he came back in 1983, but he was always afraid. He was always afraid for his life. So, for Don Antonio Pedro de todo corazón,
That's right.
yeah.
You know what I want you to do, Mr. Molina? Grab my phone and I need a nice close up on all of your work, all of your.
By all means. Hold on, let me get
Yeah,
this thing.
Just
Yeah,
put it
just
like
turn it
hovering
around,
over all the
yeah.
books.
Like this,
like-
you let me know.
That's right. Show all the books. I want all my viewers to see your work. And by all means, please go to Amazon, many other book platforms. Look for Mr. Benjamin Ortiz Molina.
Benjamin Molina Ortiz.
Yes, Benjamin
Well, you can
Molina
find me.
Ortiz.
You can find me under Ben Molina.
And you can find him under
That's the
Ben
name
Molina.
that I utilize.
And we have a variety of books here, you know
Right.
what I mean? And such a beautiful selection of books that you need to know what unknown talent is.
Right,
You know,
right.
Look for it. Go ahead, Mr. Molina.
And I'm sorry, I didn't
No,
want to
no, no.
cut you off. But this one here, this book is very important to me because this is a story that was a story within my family, the Molinas, and it deals with the colonization of Puerto Rico from 1508 to 1510, all the way to
Wow.
the lateral part. But this one here is going to be a trilogy, and it deals with this cacique, Taino, and Arawak that was fighting for his people against the Spaniards.
Wow.
And he was fighting for his way of life, just like the Native Americans did right here in the United States. And this is a very important book for me because it's a story that my great grandfather told my grandfather, and my grandfather told my father, and I passed it on
That's right.
this book here.
And,
So-
you want me to tell them how small our worlds are?
Go ahead, please.
When we met, first of all, I got to tell them two stories really quick. The first time I met Mr. Molina, I was running my store, which is owned by Baby J now at Old Town, and that's when I really was going hard on the comic book industry. And we met. He was actually, caught by the products that I was selling.
That's right. Very nice.
And we started talking, and he, we started getting to know each other. And I told him that I'm in the comic industry, and his wife and him looked at each other, and they started like they had like this little funny smirk, because here I am telling Mr. Molina that I'm in the comic industry, and in my mind I heard Jim Carrey like Ray, you know what I mean? So
No, brother, I never.
no, because you were like, really? You don't say. So he was like, okay, this is what I want you to do. The first thing he asked me is your work protected? And I said, yeah, my work is protected. He was like, okay, so since it's protected, tell me something about one of your best characters. And while he asked me that question, he said, oh, by the way, do you have a piece of paper and a pencil or a pen?
Oh, God.
And he says, I want you to describe them to me. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not exaggerating. I am not lying. This is, I put this on any Bible, I swear, my whole life.
Oh, we got the video.
And I have the video of it. As I started describing my character, that's now out on Amazon, by the way. His name is Death Tank, the Death Tank.
Cold Start.
Right? It's a cold start. That's the name of the book, okay? He is drawing him literally as I'm talking about Death Tank. By the time I finished describing who Death Tank was, he turned the paper over, and I swear to you that it was my character. Exactly how I imagined my character.
Wow.
I dropped everything, and that was the beginning of a beautiful brotherhood.
That's
I
right.
could not believe it. You know what I mean?
I like to say God works in mysterious ways,
That's
and
right.
I used to believe in coincidences,
I
but
know.
as I've grown up in my life, like, I have met people, I met the most famous violinist, Itzhak Perlman. I auditioned for a program in Florida as a senior, and I met the violinist of our generation.
right,
If
that's
you-
right.
That's right.
If you guys are interested, go on YouTube, look up Itzhak Perlman, and you'll be able to watch his videos.
That's
He's
awesome.
the most famous violinist in the
Hey,
world.
let me tell you, everything, even tonight, I feel it. It's meant to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, based on the book he was just talking about our ancestry, the Tainos, one of the things he could not believe is that we have different universes, right? But in my universe, I have a character named Taino.
Right.
And,
That was cool.
and we blew each other away. We were blown away to the point that we agreed that my character is going to cross universes eventually into his world,
Yeah.
and his character is going to go into my world. So this is all the process that we're doing. We're all working together. Now I want to hold one book at a time,
Yes.
if you don't mind.
You need it?
No.
You keep
No.
it.
And I just want to read the titles to our listeners.
Okay,
right now.
we're gonna go ahead and start with the first book that I wrote.
Yeah.
Okay.
I see that.
And it's Trail of Blood.
Oh, yes. So we have a book on Amazon and many other book platforms.
Barnes and Noble.
That's right, called Trail of Blood. Please look it up. Look it up by Benjamin Molina or Mr. Ben Molina.
Ben Molina. Yes.
Ben Molina on Amazon and many other book platforms. You can get it as an ebook and you can get it physical
And
form.
then this is
Yeah.
right here's the second part to it.